Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So before we start today's video, I do want to give a huge thank you to Saviland for sponsoring today's video. They sent over a few products for me to try on my channel and I'm super excited. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get right into this unboxing. So this first item that they sent over to me is a polygel. And this polygel isn't really like the main product of today's video. It's actually the second package that I'm going to be unboxing, but they were nice enough to send me over a polygel. They did ask if I wanted acrylic or a polygel, and I said polygel. That way I can have something to do my application with and pair with this other product. But yeah, this is the polygel that they sent over to me. Whenever they asked me, I did say I wanted a more sheer polygel, but this is the one I got. And even though it wasn't the color I was expecting, I still like this polygel just because it's such a soft bubblegum pink, and I love pink polygel. I love pink nails, so it was still okay with me. But I also did have to kind of change up my design. But for this second package here, let's go ahead and open this up. And this is the main product that I'm going to be showing. So they did send me over the 24 color chrome powder set. Now flipping this box over to the back, it does tells you how to use it. And usually I just skip past the how to use part of my packages. But for this one, since I am still rather new to chrome powder, I did make sure to read over it. And when I was looking through these directions, it did say prep your nail as you would always do. Apply your color gel of any choice, cure for 60 seconds, apply a no wipe top coat, cure also for 60 seconds, and then go in with the chrome powder of your choice. But I felt like that is just for if you want a solid chrome nail. But for the design I'm going to be doing is not going to be a solid chrome nail, so I just still ended up applying the chrome over a black polish. But yeah, this is how all of the chrome powders look, and there's just so many in here, so many colors. I was honestly overwhelmed with all of these chrome powders. As you guys know, I've been really getting into it, and I've been really loving using chrome powder. So this was a very exciting package for me to use. So under the two chrome powder trays, we do have some more instructions on how to use, which is very helpful if you are a beginner like me. But applying chrome powder is very simple and easy, so even if you are a beginner, you will have it hands down just like that in no time. Also under here we have these little brush applicators, and I do think there's like 6 in each pack, so they're more than enough for you to use because you don't want to use one applicator for many different powders. You can contaminate them and make the color change, so that's nice that they sent extra applicators. So here are the chrome powders. I did decide to turn off the light, and this is only with my phone flash. And you can really see those reflectiveness, like this pink one and the silver here. They were just so gorgeous, and you can really see them sparkling with just the flashlight, and I was honestly so obsessed. So yeah, we do have a lot of different colors. Honestly, I was just like so happy. Like I'll probably end up saying it multiple times, but yeah, this was a very exciting package for me. And at first I didn't realize, but underneath they do have names. So I'm gonna show each one close up and just show you what they look like in the jars. So I'm gonna let this part play out just because there's not really much to explain. But before I go, I did just want to say, whenever I show you guys what the powder looked like in the jar, they do kind of look a little bit dullish, and I do believe all chrome powders are like that, but once you apply it to the nail, there's a totally different effect to it. And I also think I will show it a little bit later in the video, but for these chrome powders, they do show up different on different types of gels, or like a top coat, white, black, or any type of color. So please keep that in mind whenever you are looking to apply chrome powder to your nails. And just in case you are interested in this chrome powder set, I will have it linked down below, as well as the polygel that I will be using for my application. So make sure to check the description box down below. So we are getting close to the last few chrome powders here, and I did just want to mention that it's raining outside right now, so if you do hear the rain, just don't mind it. It's such a relaxing mood. But yeah, I really enjoyed looking at all of these chrome powders. There were so many colors, and honestly, I didn't even know which one to use because like I said, I did have to change up my design a little bit. But I did end up going with a pink set, of course, because we had some pink polygel. But off camera, I went ahead and applied my nail tips, applied my peel off base, and this is how the nails are looking. So of course, I am just going to be doing some quick polygel application here, and I do have this part sped up quite a bit just because the nail art took a little bit more time than I wanted it to. I was really having some difficulties whenever I got to that part in the video. And I had in my mind that I wasn't really going to talk too much about it because at that part in the video, I was really frustrated and I was kind of just so ready to get this video over with, but the outcome was still very nice. So that is what I'm just going to be focusing on. And all that matters is I got a nail set done and I actually liked it. But yeah, for this application, of course, I'm just going to be doing one solid color over all of my nails. And this pink is such a pretty pink polygel. Like, I really love this color. For my polygel application, I do apply it how I always tell you guys I do in my videos. I just put one line going down the entire nail. I use a polygel brush. I'm also using some 91% isopropyl alcohol as my slip solution. And I just basically pat the polygel going down the nail off to the side. I pat it over the entire surface. Make sure to get it nice and snug around the cuticle area. Once I have it covering the entire surface, that's when I go in to smooth it out. Where the polygel looks like too bumpy in one area, I just go in and smooth it out over the entire nail. For the part where I'm building up the apex, I did decide to do that off camera, so it was a lot easier and faster. But yeah, the way I've been doing my application for polygel has been so much easier. My application has been so much faster. I don't have to sit here and try to smooth out the polygel as much because when you work with too much polygel, it will tend to be a little bit more bumpier and it's gonna be hard to really smooth out. So if you guys just do it the way I'm doing it here, you will have minimal mistakes. And also the consistency of this polygel, it really helped out a lot. It kind of reminds me of the Mocart consistency. It's very firm and you don't have to chase it over the nail, over the cuticle area. It goes exactly where you put it, and that's what I really love about a polygel. Being able to control the polygel, that way you have minimal mistakes, and yeah, it's just a whole lot better that way in my opinion. So if you are having trouble with polygel application, try switching to a stiffer polygel and see if that helps. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up here so we can get into the next part of the video. So once I finished applying my polygel, here's how the nails are looking. I can't remember if this is after I built up the apex or before, but this is how the nails are looking. And just so that it wouldn't take too much time, I did go ahead and shape file and buff off camera, and this is what the nails are looking like afterwards. I really love how I shape and file these. Like, they look very, very stunning, very crispy, and I think what helped is keeping my application very thin. It doesn't look too bulky. After deciding what colors I'm going to be using, I did pick out 3 pinks because of course we have pink polygel nails. And I went ahead and swatched and tested it out. So this first part here up near the cuticle is only on a clear no wipe top coat. The second portion is over a white gel top coat. And this bottom portion is over a black polish, and as you can see, they do look very different. I feel like over a clear top coat, it kind of gives you a more softer look. With the white gel, it's not as light as the clear, but it's also not as dark as it looked with the black gel. So that is why I mentioned to really keep in mind whenever you are applying chrome powder, the color you have underneath will make the color look slightly different, and always remember to just swatch them out to make sure that is the look you're going for. For this one, I just ended up doing it over a black gel just because it was a little bit easier, because as you can see, I'm going to be doing some white Frenches, and it would have been hard to draw on a white design over a white French, so I just went ahead and applied it over black. But we're not to that part yet, so for now I am just going to be doing a French tip using some white gel over my index nail. And once I finished, I did cure for 30 seconds. I also added a second layer, which was most definitely not needed, but I didn't know until the second French I did. And this is the part where it got tricky. So for my design, I've always wanted to try these heart flames, and this is how my first attempt looked. Like, it looks terrible, so I decided to wipe it off. And I wasn't really frustrated yet. This was only my first attempt, but I was a little bummed, so I went ahead and tried it off camera, and it took me several attempts still. Like, even this, it wasn't how I wanted it to look, but it was the most decent thing I've done that entire day. So I went ahead and kept it. I cured it for 30 seconds, and now I'm going with this, I believe it's the one I did on my index nail, the one I swatched out on the practice hand. I did go for the lighter pink, and I'm just rubbing this in using one of those applicators. And this chrome powder rubbed on so effortlessly, like it was just so easy. I'm barely even touching the nail, and it's so pigmented. So yeah, this is a very nice chrome powder set to have. You have so many other different colors. It rubs on effortlessly. It's so easy to use. And I'm not really sure what the price is, but it is available on Amazon, and I will have it linked down below for you guys to check out. Like, just look at that chrome effect. Also keep in mind, whenever you go over the nail with the chrome, you do want to take a dust brush and just wipe off the excess. And so since that flame was so hard to do, at first I was gonna do it over all of my nails. Usually I would have went straight in for the middle finger and just kept going down to my pinky, but since the heart flame was so hard and difficult for me to do, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do it over all of my nails. So I went ahead and did the same exact thing on my pinky, so that whenever I decide to do something else in the middle, my nail set would still look balanced and cohesive. So I'm just going to repeat that same process over on my pinky. As for this white gel polish, like I said, I didn't really need a second coat, so I'm only going to be doing one coat on this nail, curing for 30 to 60 seconds, and then going in to draw on my heart flames. And for this one, I will be showing it on camera how I achieved it. Since I've done so many other takes off camera, it did get easier over time, although for some I still kind of struggled, just because like getting that heart in the middle was a little bit difficult. And at first I did try to do the heart first and then work around the flames, and that was so much harder than how I was able to get it done. Before I cure on my other French, I just went ahead and top coated my chrome design so that I wouldn't wipe it off doing other things. So I'm just going to go ahead and seal this in and cure both of my nails for 30 to 60 seconds. And so yeah, like I said, I am going to be showing this one on camera. And I do believe this was my second or third take of this heart flame. They were so difficult to do, but the way I'm doing it now was so much easier. The way I was trying to do it at first, my flames were like really high up on the nail, and I just ended up filling up most of the bottom portion of my nail, which made the flames didn't really look right. And I would try to draw on the heart first and then work around the heart to continue the flames, but it's so much easier. As you see how I just did it, it's so much easier this way. And see, I'm just gonna let this part here play out for you guys to continue watching. Once I get it to where I'm satisfied, I'm going to cure for 30 to 60 seconds and then apply my chrome. Before I go, I did just want to give another huge thank you to Saviland for sponsoring today's video. And I would definitely recommend this set of chrome powders to everyone, because the first chrome powder I tried was from Kara Sky, and I wanted those so badly that I was honestly thinking about getting them, and those are a lot more expensive. For this one, you get a total of 24 for a much cheaper price. Like, I'm not even sure what the price is of these Saviland ones, but I'm pretty sure they are a lot cheaper. So keep that in mind when you are purchasing them. And as you can see, they work very nicely. And if you don't plan on spending a ton of money on a higher brand like Kara Sky, these are perfect for you to use. And I'm just gonna let you guys continue watching it, even though I talked through most of it. So when I went to go dust off the excess, I did try to clean it up before I cured. So I had a little bit of tacky layer in between my heart, so some of the chrome powder did stick to it. And to fix that, I just went in with a little bit of white gel and just kind of redefined the shape of the heart. And I was able to save it. Once I finished, I did cure that for 30 seconds. And now I'm just going to go ahead and top coat this nail to seal in my chrome design and cure for 30 seconds. And afterwards, I did turn off the camera just because I will pop up a picture like right here of like my editing. I took a screenshot. I had about 11 minutes worth footage that I didn't even include. It was just a ton of mistakes, and I just decided to scrap that entire clip just because I didn't want to like explain my mistakes and just feel like I was complaining the whole video. So I did just decide to keep that out. But how satisfying was this on my thumb? Like, just look at this chrome. It looks so good. Once I wiped off the excess, I'm just gonna go ahead and top coat this. I feel like this is a little bit time consuming since I am kind of working and jumping from nail to nail. I did decide to top coat it after every one, but if you are just going in and doing all of your nails the same way using the chrome, you can't just do it all at once. But I did learn my lesson from last time. You don't want to apply your chrome and have them bumping up on things because it will make marks in them. And if you go in and try to fix it, it will look spotty. So just to save all of that, I just go ahead and seal it in and top coat. So for the clips that I end up deleting, this is what I decided to do. At this point in the video, I was completely done and I was going to add my cuticle oil and just show you guys, but for some reason I wasn't really liking how it was turning out. And I felt like I mentioned this in one of my other videos, whenever my nails don't turn out how I want them to, or I'm not satisfied, it will make me feel a little bit disappointed whenever I go to edit, and when I do my voiceover, it's just all not up to my standards. So I was determined. I wasn't really feeling it. Even though it was getting late, I did decide to file off this top coat, file off the design, and I went in and did something different. Since I really did love doing the flames, it was difficult, but I figured I could do it on one other nail. So once I finish filing off these nails, I'm going to be doing the French and the chrome heart flame on my middle nail, and then I'm also going to be doing just a simple French how I did on my thumb on my ring finger. And I really love this set even more, and I'm super glad that I took the time to change it because honestly it was just like not cute at all. It looked very sloppy. And so yeah, I'm just gonna let the rest of this part here play out so you guys can enjoy this nail art and the chrome application. It was really satisfying. I just love applying chrome. Like, I'm just really loving my chrome designs right now, and just the overall look of the chrome. Although I will say it's kind of difficult to find chrome designs. I feel like you can either go simple and just do some chrome Frenches, or just like some flames, or like I don't really know. I feel like it's kind of hard or difficult to find chrome designs, but when you do find a chrome design, it's so nice and they just look so good. For this design here, I'm doing on my middle finger of this flame heart. I do think this was about my third or fourth attempt. Like I said, I did just decide to keep out all of my mistakes, so it may not seem as bad as I'm explaining it, but just know I was really frustrated and I was honestly about to scrap this whole entire video, but I was so glad I was able to save it. And so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and let the rest of this part play out. If you are enjoying the video, make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe. It will really help my channel out a lot. Once I top coated the chrome designs and sealed everything in, I cured for 30 seconds. I felt like it wasn't complete until I add a charm or some rhinestones. At first I think I did try some rhinestones, but I didn't really like it, so now I'm just taking some rhinestone glue and I'm gonna be applying this cross charm. I love these designs. Like whenever I see them on Instagram, I save all of them just because I love the chrome like look to it. It looks very edgy, and yeah, I love these. So of course I had to add one of these crosses on my chrome French, and I also added another charm on my thumb. After going off camera to make sure they were all straight, I did go ahead and cure into place, and now I'm going to be adding some cuticle oil so I can re-nourish my cuticles, and I'll be back in a few seconds to show you guys what the finished set looks like. So once I finished rubbing in my cuticle oil to re-nourish my cuticles, this is how the finished nails turned out. I love these so much more that I changed the middle two nails. Like they just look so pretty. I've been seeing these heart flames everywhere for Valentine's Day, and I was so happy that I was able to execute at least on one of my nail designs. Even though it was very difficult, let me just say I had the hardest time, but overall I'm really excited at how this set turned out. And honestly, I don't think it looks that bad. Like the hearts, you can clearly see there's a heart in the center, and just look at that chrome. Like these are just so nice. I really love how this set turned out. I also really love those chrome powders. Like I'm really happy Saviland sent those over to me and sponsored today's video, so I don't have to buy any more. I'm good to go with these, and I honestly love them. I will have everything linked down below for you guys to check out. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Let me know what you thought about this nail design, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.